Hello, everybody. Welcome to LT Outdoors Sunday night live chat. I'm going to share this real quick on Facebook. Hopefully we can pull in some more people tonight. Got a few cool things to talk about from the week. Live chat. All right, there we go. Shared to Facebook. Hey, Don, how you doing, bud? Hope you're having a good week, man. I hope everybody's having a good week. It's been a super hot week up here this week. Everything's been kind of miserable, to be honest, but been making the best out of it any way that I can. Been doing a whole lot of digging, which I'll tell you what, I've been going through the sunscreen like crazy, but I did. I worked there in high school. Yep. Hey, John, what's up, buddy? Hey there, Scott. Hey, John. Hey, sis. Yeah, thanks, guys. If you haven't already hit that thumbs up, I appreciate it. It is free. Hey, Brian, how you doing? Hey there, McParland. Glad to see all you guys on here tonight. It's been pretty slow lately, so I'm happy to see you guys. What's up, Rick? We've been having a fun week this week. Rick went and dug with me along with Denise, and we did find some really cool stuff. I've got some of my favorite finds of the week on here to show, so I'm pretty excited about that. Hey there, Ian. Somebody beat their horn outside. Not sure what's up with that. Thunder. Yeah, the wind, the weather's been actually decent here other than the super hot stuff. Harry, how you doing, buddy? Hello from Hoosierland. Nice. Ruby, come here. Somebody beeped out there. Hopefully they're not. I have no idea who it is or why they're beeping. But, yep, got some things to talk about tonight. I am really hoping for... I want to try and grow my metal detecting channel. So get down, Goose. If any of you can help by sharing that channel, I'd really appreciate it. Right now I'm at 174 for subscribers, and it's been stuck there for like over a week and a half probably. It's just been kind of sitting there. That only have a few pennies. Do that by digging a lot. I dig. So hey there, Jim. What's up, buddy? I appreciate LT Outdoors treasure hunting. That's the channel. I will just pin that so that if anybody wants to, they can. That would be great. Hey there, Johnny. How you doing? I'm only doing one video a week. I'm allowed to bank up all my videos. I'm almost to the end of July. Tomorrow, if I get out and dig, so I'm really backing them up. That way, hopefully, throughout the winter time, while I'm out there ice fishing and jamming out ice videos, you'll still have random metal detecting videos every Sunday. Internet's bad tonight? It shouldn't be. It hasn't said that I've lost you or anything. I don't have any storm here either. It's clear here. So I don't think, oh, I guess I am, because Robin says I'm freezing too. Well, that's weird. That's weird because, Yep, I don't know. I don't get it because mine shows, try refreshing it. Everybody that's ever said they have a problem with my channel, they say they have to refresh it on their end. Because if I'm having a problem, it at least pops up and says, that that I've got lost connection or something. I've got nothing going on. I've got a full connection. So, yeah, don't know what's going on with you guys, but I do appreciate the help. This week, by the way, like I said, metal detecting has been like the main jam. Been at it hard, but also fishing. Robert Emmerich, he's not on here yet. I'm sure he will be, though. He gave me the idea the other day because I told you guys I wanted to have some new ideas on what you guys would like to see me do. So Robert Emmerich reached out to me the other day and he says, hey man, I'd like to see a wacky rig video. And I thought that was cool because I have never done wacky rig video on my channel. I fished wacky rig for a long time as a kid, but I have never ever I've never done a video on the channel. So I decided to do it, and I'll tell you, it brought back a lot of memories, and also it did it reminded me just how great the wacky rig really is. It's unbelievable how many fish you can catch using the wacky rig. All right, I appreciate that, Terry. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Hey there, Bob. How you doing, buddy? But if you don't know what the wacky rig is, make sure you check out that recent video. It's super easy. I mean, seriously, guys, all it is. I'm gonna sacrifice this hook and worm just to show you guys, because it's really one of the easiest things you could possibly do for fishing. It really is. And this hook will work good because it's such a small worm. But really, when you're wacky rig fishing, usually it's with a Cinco or a Cinco style worm. If you don't know what a Cinco is, look it up. But the Cinco, they have a bait. Freedom Baits makes one called the Sea Wolf, which is basically their version of the Cinco. Now, when you're fishing it, I like to use a hook that is, I don't know, slightly about half the size of the bait, or a quarter the size minimum. Like this would probably be a great one if I wanted to Cinco fish for panfish. But when I'm Cinco fishing bass, I like to use like a number 2 octopus hook, and all you do is run that hook right through the middle of the bait, just like that, and that's it. Boom, you're wacky rig fishing. That's it. One hook too. There ain't an extra hook on there, but that's a wacky rig. That's all there is. And when you throw these things out, not only do they sink looking like a natural worm as they sink, but also when you jerk them randomly, these catch the water, and it just really gives a lot of movement. The wacky rig has been around for a very long time. I mean, I've been watching it, Bill Dance and Roland Martin, Hank Parker, all them guys doing it since I was a little kid. So wacky rig is definitely a cool way to go. I'm glad that Robert gave me the idea because it was fun to get out and use that old technique and to slay the fish. I caught 42 bass the one day, and I was only out there for a little in the afternoon. 42 bass on the wacky rig using the Freedom Baits Sea Wolf. The very next day I went out again and also caught some more really nice bass and stuff on a different lake. So that video is going to be out Wednesday. So I hope you guys enjoy those. Hey, Bob, how you doing, buddy? Well, hopefully it gets better, Brian. Frog and turtle action. You talking about frog gigging? Hey, Don, how you doing? Tell them girls they're killing it, man. Congratulations, and I'm proud of them. Oh, geez. Yeah, that quill removal stuff. It ain't for the faint of heart, man. Seeing the dog in pain with that stuff, it's not good. Not good at all. I will be, turtle season is not open yet here in Michigan. We do have a season, and it doesn't open until July. Don't quote me, but I think it's the 15th. I'm pretty sure it's the 12th or 15th, somewhere in there, but I am waiting for that to open. I'm going to fish for turtles this year, show you guys how to do it. It is a blast catching a giant snapper on a freaking rod and reel. It's something else. It's a lot of fun. And they're really good to eat too. So I will be doing catch and cooks with the snapping turtles. As far as frogs go, we really don't have the big bullfrogs that you get down south. So it's almost not worth going. I mean, the biggest frogs that I've caught up here are not even half the size of your southern frogs. So it's yeah, it's really a shame. And with the drought that we're having, the frog populations are pretty messed up. So oh, nice. Yeah, Port Austin always seemed like fun. I've seen some good videos come from out that way. They're good, man. Pink salmon's one of my favorite. Oh, poor boy. I'll give him a hug for me. Frog getting any way legal, same as turtle. Okay, I gotcha. Yep, they're really not worth it up here in my opinion. I love frog legs, but our frogs are so dang small. But I will be doing turtles for sure. Turtles, though, I'll tell you, I've caught a lot of big turtles in my day. And turtles, even though you could catch a turtle that's big around as a wash drum, but if it's not 14 inches or 13 inches from the head to the tail of the shell, which is actually the shortest part of the entire shell, that turtle could be they're not actually round. They're more of an oval, the shell, and their shortest part is the head to the tail. It's not easy to hit that limit. I've caught some big turtles that they're a lot bigger wide, but not so much head to tail. So it's hard to hit that. Yeah, the O-ring thing. Yep. I'll tell you this, Don. The O-ring thing, what it does, that's a better way to fish them if you're worried about losing the bait. If in the video you'll see I do lose Cincos, okay, but I went, out of those 42 bass that I caught that day, I didn't even go through a full pack of baits. So to me, it's worth it. Like, it's worth losing them. It's worth the fun. The O-ring, in my opinion, is just something extra you got to worry about messing with. So to me, it's just easier and more time. It saves time to be able just to stick the hook through the middle of the Cinco, flip it out. And really the only time you're losing the Cincos is when the bass, throw them up in the air and they go flying off. So leopard frogs. See, I don't think it's legal in the state to take a leopard frog. I'm pretty sure they're protected. Pretty sure on that. I know you can keep bullfrogs, but I think that's it. Oh, nice, James. Good job. Yeah, the oysters, man, I like them just as much as the morels, but we haven't had any rain at all up here, so they're not even growing yet. Oh, the pinks are so good. Pinks are so good. I like them. My mom used to make the salmon patties with them, but yeah, they're good. Now, today I did put some of my favorite finds of the week from metal detecting. Seems how I don't have a big enough following yet on that channel to go live. Eventually, I want to go live every week and show you guys my finds of the week. That'll be a big thing on that channel. But seems I can't do it yet on there. I brought some with me tonight to show you guys on here. This is something I actually dug yesterday, and I thought it was really cool. At first, I thought there was a possibility that it was maybe gold, but I don't think so now. I think it's actually probably a copper bracelet, maybe brass, but it is pretty nonetheless. I like all the old, especially old jewelry. You can't beat it. The old stuff is always so much prettier and always has so much more design. But this is something I dug yesterday, and I was just super excited. Every time I dig anything like this, it's truly a great day. But that was probably this was my second favorite find. Yes, I found something that topped this. I'll just say that. I did find something that topped that. Hey, Bill, how you doing, buddy? Oh, okay. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Well, send her my love. I hope she gets well soon, and I hope everything goes good for her. Yeah, that's definitely old. Every old bracelet I've dug has been that color too. And I really think they're brass. I'm not sure though, but they're definitely cool. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, John, that the leopards and what was the other one? There's one that looks like the leopard, but it's brown instead. I'm pretty sure both of them are protected. So just a heads up on that one. This right here was you're welcome, Bill. This right here was actually my favorite find yesterday. And it's my favorite find because it's a first for me. I like digging foreign coins. It's always fun to dig a coin that I have no idea what it is. And I actually dug this yesterday. That's the backside there. It's got that cool crest on it, like an eagle almost, or a griffin. But that's something I dug yesterday, and I had to look it up, obviously, because I had no idea what it was. But it's an Austrian coin, so this is from Austria, and it's a 1954. So I really thought that was cool. 1954 Austrian coin. And it's not silver. I thought it was, but it's real light. Denise was totally right on this. It's aluminum. They make them out of aluminum, but still, in my book, a really, really cool find. I will definitely be collecting this thing for years to come. Just a super cool thing. I've been buying coin books that I'm going to start keeping, these coins and stuff in. So eventually I'll get on here and actually show you guys too, what all my coins are and all my favorite coins and things like that. This here was another neat find. This one yesterday, I always like digging any kind of old tag from anything, really. If it's any of the old stuff that had a metal tag, you know it's going to be old. They just don't do this stuff anymore. The old metal tags too, it's always fun to look it up. Like this one, for instance, it says Airtress Midland in Davenport, Iowa. Now, when I read that to begin with, first thing I thought was air mattress, right? Because Airtress, I thought maybe air mattress company or something goofy like that. It was actually a World War II Army survival gear company. So this tag would have actually come off of either an old World War II canteen or maybe a World War II shovel, because this Airtress Midland, that's all they made was World War II military survival gear. So to me, when I got home and read that, it's definitely going into the favorites pile, and it's gonna stay saved here at the house for the rest of my life anyway, because to me it's just a great find. And stuff like that, I'm always happy to dig, because not only do I enjoy it, but I also I also like preserving this stuff, knowing that it's out of the ground, because somebody's getting ready to build an apartment complex on the spot that I dug this and the Austrian coin. If I wouldn't have dug those, it would have been paved over and this stuff would never be seen ever. So to me, I get a lot of joy out of being able to do that. So thanks, Bill. Yeah, coins are always cool, but man, any of the foreign stuff is neat. Dude, Bob, you'll see in the next video, I dug another part of that stove. Like, that stove, I swear to God, they just took it apart and scattered it. Thanks, John. Yeah, Army surplus. Yep, after World War II. Yeah, that stove, it's ridiculous. Hey, Sarge, how you doing, buddy? I am using the Garrett AT Pro. I've owned that machine for, I think it's been five years now, 5 or 6, but I think it's been 5. And since I've owned that machine, I have found not only more silver than I'd found in my entire life of digging, because I've been digging since I was a little kid, but I've found more silver than my whole life. But I've also found gold. I never found any gold stuff at all till I started digging with that Garrett. They're really onto something. I'm sure, a lot of the machines out there are great. And eventually I would like to try the Equinox. That's probably my next step up, that's not made by Garrett. I understand that. It's Mind Lab, but it's probably the next machine I would like to try eventually. Now, I'm not saying I need one, because I definitely don't. I could find it all with my Garrett AT Pro. Everybody that asks me what I recommend, I do recommend that machine, because hands down, it is the easiest to learn, easiest to use, and you can find way more coins and stuff with that than you'll ever find. I mean, it's nuts. I had a White's Coin Master Pro that I gave to my big sister Robin, and that thing's amazing too. It finds coins and stuff. I mean, I found my first silvers in that with the Coin Master Pro, but man, this Garrett's on the ball. I love this thing. So Oh yeah, yeah. It's cool to learn the history, and that's what I like most about digging because it gives me a reason to have to learn this random stuff. And once I learn it, it stays up there. Like next time I dig something that says air truss, I'll be like, oh, I know, I know what that's from. So yeah, yeah, the AT Pro is definitely good, right? Yeah, Michigan beaches. I like users. I know so many people's dug them, and I've never found any. I've never been able to find history at the beaches. I dig a lot of regular clad and stuff there, and jewelry from time to time, but it's hard to find any history. And I like to dig all the random old history stuff, so that's usually what I'm trying to find. Um, but yeah, the AT Pro is awesome. I'm hoping this week to get in the water. I've been really wanting to do it anyways, but I'm trying to lock down some permissions on a couple lakes up here where I can get off of somebody's seawall and just walk the lakes around because I like digging in the water, that's for sure. Wow, that's a big one, Richard. That's a big one. Oh, nice. That's a cool one, McParland. I should have brought it out here, but yesterday when I dug this cool stuff that I got over here, I also dug another Tootsie toy. This one was a tow truck. I love digging the Tootsies, man. They're really cool. It might be, Bob. Yeah. I've always been a sucker for learning these new machines. It's kind of like to me, it's like the cell phones. I mean, I've had the same cell phone now for a few years, but I would definitely be happy to try a new one. I just like learning new gadgets. So if I could ever get an upgrade on the detectors, it definitely wouldn't hurt me none. I'd love to use them, but I totally get it though. The AT Pro, I really can't see anything being better as far as finding things. I mean, it doesn't miss things, but I do understand that some of the machines out there, like the Equinox might be, is better at picking out small objects in clusters of objects. A lot of times you'll come across marks where you're marking stuff everywhere, but there's only one mark you really want and you can't pick it out because there's so many marks. Some of these machines nowadays are so good at picking out small stuff like that. So, oh, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, you get attached to that stuff, Bob. It's like, what I was telling Rick, once you really get to learn your machine, it becomes a part of you. It really does. It's a tool. It becomes a big part of you, though. If you guys haven't already hit that thumbs up, I appreciate it. I see I got 41 watching and 20 thumbs up. Next thing I want to show you here that I dug again yesterday. This is the first one for me this year, and it's something that you might not know about. I'm not sure how many of you have ever heard of nickel, but this is what they call a war nickel. The thing that's different about it is there's actually silver in this. From 1942 until 1940, I think it was 7. I thought I wrote it down somewhere. Yeah, 1942 to I think it was 47. They made these out of magnesium. Um, it was made out of 35% silver, 56% copper, and 9% manganese. So yeah, it's definitely a totally different nickel. It looks the same, but it's not. 1942 to 45. That's what it was. So if you have any nickels between 42 and 45, make sure you save them. Make sure you save them. There are some 42 nickels that are uh, that might not be an actual war nickel because some of them were put out there that didn't have the silver in them. You'll know though if they don't have a mint mark on it, like there's a P right at the top of that. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a P right there on the top of that. And if it does have the mint mark, then you're good to go. Then you know it's got silver. So thank you, Bob. I think this is the third. I think it's the third war nickel that I've dug in my life. But it's the first 42. I know that. The other ones weren't in the 42. But still, I was ecstatic. I knew right away that it was a cool find, but it wasn't until I got home and researched that it clicked that it was actual war nickel. So that was cool. Panning at the lakeshore. Yeah, I find a lot more stuff in the water than I do on the shores, because you got to figure, over the years, more people have dropped stuff off of boats or just fallen in the water or knocked stuff off a dock. I mean, there's way more stuff that has been lost that way than on a regular shore. Thank you, McParlin. You had to buy one. Yeah, it's I've been almost at that stage, because there's a coin out there called a trime. It's a 3-cent coin. That's my goal. Like, I am dying to dig a trime. If I ever dig one of those, I'll probably pass out. But the trime is a cool find. Now, the last coin that I brought up here to show you guys that I dug this week was another very, very exciting one. This one had me, I was freaking out a little bit when I dug it, because this is only the second one in my life, and it's also a bucket lister for a lot of metal detectorists, and that is the Standing Liberty $50. I dug one of these like 6 years ago, and then I finally dug another one 2 days ago, I think it was, maybe 3, but I dug another one, 1942. And the crazy thing about this, I guess the 1942 is the more rare, especially because it's what was it? It's the San Francisco one, I think. Yeah, I believe it's San Francisco, so they didn't make as many of them. And this thing in mint condition is worth an ungodly amount of money. Like, in bad condition, this is worth $35. So it's a really, really, really cool coin. Yeah. The old swimming holes that's top dog. That's what you want to find. I have come across a few in my day. And I'll tell you, I always know when I'm on a swimming hole, because that's when I get into all the good old stuff. But man, this Standing Liberty was just mint. She come out of the ground, and yeah, I was about in tears. It's definitely one of the coolest coins, and it's one that I'll never forget. I dug one, and it was actually in the water, but it was 5-6 years ago. So yeah, definitely awesome stuff, guys. It's been a fun week of digging. Hey, Jason. Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Bill. Yeah, that's why I'm really hoping don't quit. I at least one great thing in a dig, and I always get more than one. It just happens that way. I don't try to, but if I put in 2-3 hours of digging, it's a guarantee I'm gonna have a few really cool finds. It's just how it goes. That's just how it goes. Oh, hey Chad. Hey Parker, how you doing, buddy? 1833 halftime. Oh man, that is a cool one. I dug. I don't have it on me here. I was gonna say, I thought I left it here. Maybe not. Not sure. Oh, it's right here. A few years back, I dug a V nickel, which is another neat coin. It's the only one I've ever dug, or I've dug 2 now. That's right. I forgot I had a second one. Oh, sorry, Gemma. Goober. Leisure Lake. I appreciate that, buddy. I'm not sure if I'll be able to, but I definitely appreciate it. Oh, while I got my stuff here, I can show you these. A lot of people might not know this, but back in the day, they used to think it was, and some people might still do it, I'm not sure, but they used to bury St. Christopher necklaces and stuff around houses when they first moved into them, because I guess it was a way to bless the house and to keep it lucky, I guess. But I used to dig, and I have quite a few of these now, but I would dig these St. Christopher medals up around houses. And I mean, they could be pendants, they could be little, almost like coins. but I have dug a few of them, and they're always just so cool. They're usually made of silver. Most of the ones I've dug have been made out of silver. Do you really, Johnny? That's cool. See, I've been thinking about doing that on my channel because me and my mom did that a few times. I used to watch a couple channels that did the roll hunts where they would go out and just buy a box of dimes, nickels, whatever. And we would just go through them and hope that we found something cool. And you just never know. I mean, sometimes people just turn that stuff in and not even notice. Oh, it's definitely fun. I mean, a Wheatie, to me, a Wheatie's great too. I get super excited out of a Wheatie. Rick, he got I think it was his second or third Wheatie the other day. He found a baby shark. It was plastic, but hey, Mark. Yeah, I'll show you guys here. I have the Trime, or not Trime. Yeah, I wish I had a Trime. This is I just bought this coin book the other day, and I'm trying to fill it up. I actually ordered another one because I ran out of space. But I'm going to try and separate it like silver dimes and then mercury dimes, and trying to do all the wheat pennies. These will be Indian heads. Trying to do the wheat pennies all by year, which I've almost filled out all the years of wheat pennies. So that's pretty cool. But I have a ton of wheat pennies. I'm starting to keep a count too on my channel on metal detecting, so you guys can see exactly how many coins I've dug this year. I'm up to almost 400 regular pennies. I think I'm at 47 wheat pennies this year. I mean, it's been outstanding. That's cool, McFarland. I'm always happy when I can open up somebody's mind and just let that light click on. Yeah, that's what it was. I learned that from my mom. Yep, they used to bury the they used to bury those around the houses as a good luck charm. But I have found quite a few of them. They're always a little different too. How do I clean my coins? It's funny you ask that. I really don't do much. Because I don't want to change the patina too much, and I don't want to scratch them. Here's that other Standing Liberty. She was a 41. That's the one that's the very first one I dug from like 5 years ago. Also not bad looking. Dug that one in a lake. So that was crazy. But all I use is a soft toothbrush. I like to use the softest toothbrush I can find because I don't want nothing gritty. I start things off with, just like Bob said, hot water. If the stuff isn't coming off, I'll put a little Dawn dish soap on the toothbrush, scrub at it with that. The last thing that I'll do to them, if I really want to see a number or something, is I'll put some toothpaste on it. I'll never use the gritty stuff. Got to be a nice soft toothpaste. But yeah, toothpaste does wonders if you're just trying to see a number. And it doesn't do that much damage to it either. I wouldn't do it on something that you really are worried about messing up. But most of this stuff, most of this stuff's fine with just some water. Where is that V-nickel? I know it's in here. Oh, here it is. I had it buried. V-nickels are really cool. I've only ever found... Oh, that's cool, Bill. That's cool. Bleach. Yeah, that's bleach probably wouldn't be good for it. Hey, Robert, how you doing, buddy? Now here, this is 1908, but this is a V-nickel. For those of you that's never seen one, that's what a V-nickel look like. And the reason they're called a V-nickel, it's pretty obvious. On the back, there's a big V. So if you ever dig or find something that looks like this with a big V, that's why. Yep, that's a V-nickel. Yeah, that's what they say. But McParland, this right here, that was cleaned. There's no scratch. There's not a single scuff. That was with a toothbrush. I didn't even, silver usually don't have to use anything. That was just a toothbrush with no, I didn't use anything, just toothbrush and water. That's it. Yep. I wouldn't clean it with any, some people are like, well, why don't you use silver cleaner, this and that, brightener? I'm not going to try and mess up my coins. I like when they got a little bit of patina on them. I don't want to mess them up any. So, yep, I leave them be for the most part. But some people use a toothpick. Yeah, I've heard of that before. But the silver coins, I mean, yeah, you can scratch them. It's definitely especially easy if you're using like a scrubby brush or something. But with a toothbrush, it ain't gonna happen. Silver's hard enough where you ain't gonna screw it up. If you're worried about scratching silver, with a toothbrush, I sure as heck wouldn't put it on my teeth. So just saying. Coming down and Standish. I wish it was here. They keep saying we're going to get rain. We're not getting nothing. Yeah, just straight toothbrush is the way to go for sure. What is a wheat penny worth? See, that's a good question. In general, I believe most of them are worth like 6 cents or more. They definitely vary. I tried out a new app the other day for any of you out there that are phone savvy. And I'm going to start using this app more often because I'm having fun with it. But it's this one right here. It's called Coin Snap. And it's kind of fun because you can click on a coin and it take a picture of the front and the back. And it'll actually pull up all the info on that coin and give you an estimated value based on the wear of it, based on the mint mark, any scratching, dents, the whole nine. So it's addictive. I'll tell you, it's very addictive because I could sit there. I mean, I literally have hundreds of wheat pennies. Like I said, just this year alone, I've dug 47. I mean, I have a lot of wheat pennies, but I could sit there and just go through. It's called Coin Snap, Bob. Very cool app. Yep, that's right, Bob. It does. It goes mostly on how many were minted that year. Some years, they didn't mint as many as they did other years. It also goes by sometimes, like I said, that the war nickel, for instance, some of these weren't made with silver, so they did screw up on some of these. The ones that didn't have silver in them, for all I know, they might actually hold more value because they're probably kind of rare compared to the ones that had silver. You're welcome, Bob. Hey there, Jack. How you doing, buddy? Raining in Bay City too, huh? Down trees and burying. Well, I hope you guys are all taking care. Hey, Mike. What's up, buddy? I'm just showing off my coins and my favorite finds of the week. I dug a coin this week from Austria, which was cool. 1954, I think it was. Yep, 1954. I dug a war nickel this week, and I dug a Standing Liberty silver $50 along with this beautiful bracelet, which was cool. Hey there, Rob. Yeah, if you guys haven't already, please hit that thumbs up. I see there's 50 of you watching and only 23 thumbs up. Also, yesterday I dug this Airtress Midland, which earlier I mentioned this, guys. This was a Army surplus company, basically, back during World War II. They made a lot of, military shovels and canteens. They did some really cool stuff. But yeah, there's not much that I haven't dug, especially for what we got in the state of Michigan. We don't, what kind of sucks, we're a little limited in Michigan. We don't have a lot of the history that most of the other states do. Sure, we have a lot of Native American history, which is great, but Native Americans didn't use as much metal. So, if we go down south where, some of the wars and stuff were, there's definitely chances there's going to be a lot more. Thanks, Jack. There's going to be a lot more different things. But yeah, up north here, we really don't have much. So if for me to ever find a coin pre 1800s, I very, very doubt I could ever do that in the state of Michigan. Could happen, not saying it can't, but it's doubtful. But like this is another coin that I've dug a few of. I think I've only got 4. That's the Buffalo nickel. For those of you that's ever seen one of them, they are cool. Definitely an old timey nickel. Yeah, the East Coast. I want to dig. I really want to dig Florida, and not because the beaches, which is what a lot of people are thinking right away when you think of Florida. I want to dig people's yards because Florida, you figure throughout the ages, so many people have come and gone from all the countries off the coast, and I bet there's all kinds of crazy foreign coins there. It's got to be. Huh, that'd be cool, McParland. I've only dug, I don't dig that many Canadian coins. I've dug, I think 5 this season. But yeah, it's something I don't see much of this year up this way. Hey, that'd be cool, Will. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. I'm always looking for more places to dig. Always looking for more places. Officer Paul got a hold of me. Well, I was talking to his wife last night about it, and I guess he's got a metal detector too, and has never even opened it out of the box. But they gave me permission to come down and dig their yard and his wife's parents' yard. So that's down in down by Bay City. So that'll be cool. That'll be really cool. Absolutely, sis. It'd be a blast. Oh, it's yeah. Do the coin snap, Brian. Just even just for fun to sit back and I mean, you could. I was shocked. I was going through every single one of my wheat pennies, and I was blown away by the prices just for some of these. Now they're giving you the borderline, what the estimate price is, which is cool. Sure, there's a lot of buyers out there. A lot of these coin guys, they're just out to screw you. To be honest, I've met a lot of them, and they are not going to give you even the estimates. They're not going to give you close to that. They're out to try and get the best price they can, and then they sell it at the top price. So yeah, it sucks. It's hard to find anybody anymore that'll pay what the coins are actually worth. But exactly, Rodney. Exactly. Spanish gold and silver. That's dreams, man. Dreams. Heck yeah, Will. That'd be fun. Yeah, I normally I try not to plug other channels out there too much because there's not a lot of well, there's no other channels that really ever plug for me, but I do want to mention one. If you guys enjoy metal detecting, first go over and subscribe to my channel, but second, check out the Hoover Boys. They are by far my favorite metal detecting channel. I really hope I get to dig with those guys one day because you can tell they have a good time. They find some great stuff. They're down south. They have a whole 2-hour, it was over 2 hours special where they went to England and spent like 12 days digging in England. My God, the Roman coins and stuff that they found. I mean, they found stuff from like 500 BC, 200 BC, like unbelievable the stuff that they found over there. I could watch that 2-hour episode every day. I mean, it really got me hyped. All the buttons and just the crazy coins, stuff that I could never dream of here in Michigan. Never. Yeah, that's true, Bob. Well, like I said, that Standing Liberty that I just found yesterday, that's a minimum. And this is in crappy condition. If this was in really bad condition, it's worth a minimum of $35. That's in bad condition. This thing right here, they were saying if it was mint, it was worth, I think it was $17,000. And this is pretty, I mean, there's not much wrong with this. There's really not any scratches, there's like one dent on the side. I mean, this is pretty dang good, especially for that old. So hopefully the rain drops here soon. Yeah, I wish, man. I mean, that's the thing though, Bob. I don't trust the people that grade. I don't. I remember my mom, she got brokenhearted when she took some really cool old coins in, and guy just wanted dirt price for them. And it's like, come on now. You know they're worth more than what they're giving you, but yeah, I wouldn't trust them, especially in my small town area. Anybody that's up here, they ain't even gonna have enough to give me a good price. So yeah. This is something too. Seems how I got the coin book open. I'll show you guys in case you didn't know. There was actually a steel penny that was made. This is a steel penny. So there was a time in the early days. This is a wheat penny, but they're made of steel, and it was 1943, I believe. Yep, 1943 is when they were made of steel, and it's not something you find very often. It's a rarity, but I do have, oh, I don't know. I think I've got 4 of them, but steel pennies are pretty neat. Yeah, the collect. Oh, I see what you're saying. The collectors. I don't know, man. It all depends though. I mean, it depends. I don't think people are worth paying. I don't think people are I don't think people are willing to pay what something is worth. Black gold. Oh yeah. I dig a lot of that stuff. A lot of the old pieces, iron and stuff from the old farming equipment, especially up here. 43 copper. Yeah, that would definitely be something. Storming bad in Charlevoix. See, we yeah, still not. They're saying we're gonna get storms, but we're not seeing it here. So prepared steel. See, this is what I like about collecting the coins too. A lot of people, they ask me what I do with my coins and stuff when I dig them. I just collect them. I save them. Like I've got a booklet. Just I'm gonna have a few booklets full of stuff. I could tell by how many coins I have backed up, but there's just a lot of cool coins out there. Um, yeah, there's just a lot of cool coins to go find. Coins are obviously one of the favorite things to dig, but I like digging um, Tootsie Toys probably just as much as I do coins. And there's also a lot of different Tootsie Toys out there. I found out yesterday there's a Tootsie Toy milk. It's a old milk trailer. So it looks like a semi trailer, and it says Tootsie Toy on the side of the milk thing. I'm really hoping one day to dig that. I'm not sure, James. I haven't. I should try the. In fact, that's what I'll do. I'll show you guys how that pen or the coin app works, and I'll do it with the steel penny because that's something I have not checked. I'll use one of my better steel pennies because some of them look nicer than others. Yeah. Now I do a couple of my wheat pennies. Like I have one that was 19. I think it's the 1910 was worth, I don't know, $30 or something in the condition that it was in. All right, now I'm going to show you what this app does. It's pretty cool. Coin Snap, all you have to do. Oh, yeah, it's definitely a cool way to display them. Yep. And that's what I want. My coins are just, I've got them stacked in boxes, and I need to put them in stuff. All right, grading. It's cool because you got to identify or grading on this Coin Snap. And then I got to take a picture of the front and then the back, and it does all of it. It grades it. It tells you like this has a nick on it, so that'll dock me, but like it's going to tell me, see, checking for, I can't get it to focus, but it's checking for scratches. USA 1 cent, Lincoln wheat penny. The grading, it says about uncirculated, trivial wear on high points of the design, but the details are still sharp. And reference point, it's telling me that there it is, that the price could be anywhere between 63 cents Okay, so it's worth way more than a penny to begin with. 63 cents to around $40,000. So it all depends on the buyer. But this one's got a nick in it. But still, you think of something like that, even at 63 cents for a penny, to me, that's outrageous. That's pretty dang cool. That's pretty dang cool. Hey there, Canuck. How you doing? I don't know if you remember me, man. That's great. Been following Canuck for a while. Used to chat on Twitter, I think, back in the day. It's yours, Bob. 40K. I'll get my roof done and a bass boat. I hope you're having a good digging season, Canuck. It's been pretty fun for me. If you didn't notice already, I have you're welcome, James. If you didn't notice already, Canuck, I have a digging channel now. I'm doing all my digging videos now on that channel, which I pinned up at the top. It's LT Outdoors Treasure Hunting. And that's what I've been doing with all my digs. And earlier I showed some of the cool stuff. This is a coin that I found this week, Canuck. I found a Standing Liberty 1942. Thank you. I appreciate it. And it was a San Francisco mint. So, yeah, real nice one. But, yeah, I've been digging hard. I quit posting them on this channel because I felt like they weren't getting the love that they deserve. The views were just kind of short, you know. So I made a separate channel just for it. And like I said earlier, I'm going to have fun with it because not only does it give me a break, you know, which a lot of you guys are going to laugh, you're going to break from fishing. Every now and then I got to get a break away from the same things all the time. You know, I am literally working every day. It sounds crazy, but I am either fishing, metal detecting, filming, making a video, tying lures. Like it is nonstop. And I never take a day off ever, but I love every minute of it. I would not want anything any other way. It's exactly how I want to live. So I'm loving it. But in saying that, you know, having this secondary channel, it's really going to open things up for me and just give me a little bit of an extra break. It allows me to give a whole extra side of my life, hopefully grow a new audience, a whole another group of people that have the same passion that I do. And hopefully, you know, I can share that passion with other metal detectorists, and we can share stories and just talk about some of the great finds that we've found. So it's really something cool to get into. Next year, I am looking to do a large Michigan treasure hunt. It'll be a seeded hunt. I'm trying to pick out a good field for it, but it's going to be a fun time. So that'll be kind of the big meet and greet next year. If anybody wants to meet me, it'll be a huge metal detecting event. So should definitely be fun. Definitely living the dream for sure. Yep. I mean, you know, the people that pick on me and say that, you know, they wish they could be doing what I'm doing, most of them couldn't handle it. They wouldn't want to do it because very, very simply, very simply, you know, with a regular job, I would be making a lot more money than I am right now, like way, way more. And I would have a steady paycheck. I would have money that I knew would be coming instead of praying for money to come from different venues. Like, you know, for me, I never know how much I'm going to have from month to month. So it's really, I basically threw all my hats in the ring and just kind of hoped everything would work out. And so far it is, you know, so far things are going good. I'm glad that you guys enjoy what I do. And it's nice to be able to share everything with you guys and to be able to teach you guys things that I know, things that you might not know, or things that maybe you knew but didn't know everything about it. You know, it's because I'll never claim to know everything, but it's always nice to learn things and be able to share things with people. Yep, I agree, Bob. Yeah. I mean, I have, you know, on my channel, I do have a bunch of detectorists on there, but yeah, I still got to get into the community. Now, one thing that I know would help if I hopped onto Facebook and started sharing into the Facebook groups of metal detectorists and stuff, but I don't agree with that, man. To me, it's like spamming. Like, I understand that I could gain the following that way, but again, I just don't want to be that one to to blow up everybody's feed with, you know, hey, sub my channel, sub my channel. I just hope people come along, find the channel on their own, you know, type in metal detecting and boom, I pop up. That's what I'm hoping for. So, oh, I sure hope you get a chance, Bill. Have a good night, Rob. Appreciate it, man. Have a good night, Chad. See you, Parker. Well, thank you, Bob. I appreciate that, man. I do. I appreciate. I really, you know, I definitely wouldn't be where I'm at today if it wasn't for all of you guys that helped make it possible. There's no way I could have. So, yep, I really appreciate it. Now, this season, things are going to be a little different. I'm trying to. I haven't made my mind up all together yet on what I'm going to be doing this fall. I am going to be digging a lot this fall, because fall is the comfy time to dig. I ain't gonna lie, it is the very comfy time to dig because the temps are just right. You're not sweating your butt off. I'm gonna hunt. I gotta hunt, but at the same time, I'm gonna put some of that hunting aside so that I can go out and enjoy some digs, and that'll help me back up my dig videos throughout the winter as well, which is a big goal of mine. As far as trapping too, I'm not sure how far I'll get with that this year. Oh, thanks, Will. I appreciate that, man. Thank you, Bob. Thank you. I don't know, man. I just never feel right. I just never feel right doing it. I have the Garrett AT Pro, Ian, and it's by far, you know, I mean, I had the Coin Master Pro that I gave to Robin. That I love that machine just as much as the Garrett. The only reason that I wanted to upgrade is the White's Coin Master Pro was not 100% waterproof, and I was afraid to get it wet. I was water detecting with it, and every now and then I get the console wet, and I was always scared it was going to fry. So I wanted something I didn't have to worry about. So yeah, the Garrett AT Pro is nice because I can get it in the water. I can get it soaking wet. I can put the whole thing underwater if I want. I never have to worry about it. So I really like that, though. Auction that penny. I would, but I tell you, I'd probably get like $2 on it, and then whoever won it would send me a picture of them holding like a big check. Oh, thanks, McParlin. I appreciate you. I definitely try my best. I've still got a lot of goals and a lot of things I want to see done. So yeah, this year, like I said, I won't be hunting as much, won't be trapping as much, but I'm going to do some digging. I'm still going to hunt. I've got a new, there's a company out there that makes, they make broadheads. It's a small new company that makes broadheads. They're going to send me a pack, and I'm going to use their broadheads this season. So I will be repping a new brand for that. So I'm looking forward to that. But that's going to be the only new thing really this bow season. All right. Good night, Rick. I appreciate it. Thanks for hopping on. Good night, Johnny. Oh, the MindLab 800 is a cool machine too. Well, I'm going to hop off of here. So I hope you guys all have a good night. Thank you again for joining in. I hope you guys enjoyed the metal detecting talk. It's about all I had for tonight other than the talking about the wacky rigs. So make sure you guys stay tuned. Check out the other channel when you get a chance. I've got new digs on every Sunday night or every Sunday at noon. So I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you very much. And I hope you have a wonderful week.